All right, Chris Cole is here because hard to believe we're on to what, the 62nd Ogdensburg International Seaway Festival. Chris, you've been a part of many of them, 40 parades or something like that. Every year gets tougher and tougher to pull off. I mean, volunteering is a big one for you guys, isn't it?
Yes, volunteers are desperately needed. We're always asking, and people say they're willing to help, but we just can't get them to find the time to come down there and actually do it.
Now, when it comes to planning this out, how much of your time goes into this?
So as soon as the season is done, the week after, I'll be cleaning things up. We'll be organizing, getting the bills paid for this year, closing the books, and then we'll start thinking about, okay, what's the theme going to be next year? What's the schedule look like? Because every 3 years, it jumps back a week, just like what's going to happen next year.
Right.
So now you've got new dates, and where does it conflict with other fairs and festivals? We don't want to interfere with them.
Right.
So there's quite a bit into it at first. Then we come around, Thanksgiving in December and January. Right. Things slow down a bit, but right after that, it's a quick ramp up. Getting a schedule together and getting bands.
Now, theme this year is Christmas in July. What are we doing with that theme this year?
Oh, they're having fun with this one. A lot of people come up with some real interesting ideas. They're going to have a house decorating contest.
Okay.
So you get online. And by the way, any of these events that are on here, you can get online to the, it's called Ogdensburg International Seaway Festival.org. There's a schedule on there. And if you tab on the event, a application form, if it's necessary, or an entry form, they'll pop up and they can be electronically sent and everything done right there.
Okay. Now, as far as events go this week, I mean, we've got things happening in Library Park in the main stage tonight and tomorrow. We've got a classic car cruise then coming up on Wednesday. A lot of events happening this week, and then we kind of ramp up toward the end of the week, don't we?
Yep. So the cruising, we've got Janie Trudell coming and playing for that. But Tuesday night, we've got the 5K run. We brought that back. That was absent last year.
Okay.
And before that for COVID. So that looks pretty interesting. Or they're going to start right at the Dubisky Center. And we decided to run it at night because it's a little cooler. And that ended up being actually working out pretty good for the runners. They liked it.
Now, as far as Friday goes, you have more music into the evening. We've got at all times at 5 on the gazebo, and then we've got on the main stage Common Revolution beginning at 7. Now, once they're done, fireworks, and people always ask where they be shooting them off from. Of course, this year we've had some changes down on the waterfront. Where will they be shot off from?
Same as last year. They will be down at the waterfront.
Okay.
Down by the before the marina, where we used to be able to drive down. They're still working on it, but they're allowing the fireworks guys to go down there. They're going to move all the heavy equipment out, and so it won't interfere with anything we're doing.
Okay. Now, as far as parade goes on Saturday, you've been directing these things for many, many years. What's your strategy when it comes to these kind of parades?
So it's mainly get your contacts. Keep a growing list years after years. You just keep adding to that list. Okay, this guy runs this event. This guy runs this. In Canada, you have to have a entertainment agent that they have to book through in order to come across the border.
Right.
So they're very strict on that. So now you have to either deal with Peter Pan Entertainment, or you have to deal with FAMQ, which is Federation of Artistics Quebec. And so they had like 50s to hundreds of musicians that are associated with them.
Okay. And as far as people, I mean, estimate is what, about 10,000 watching it?
Yeah, probably around 10,000.
Yeah, which is one of the biggest in the area by far.
Yes.
And then probably one of the biggest in the region too, right?
Yeah, it is definitely one of the biggest in the region. It's the oldest event. Actually, this is the oldest festival going on. We're the only festival that is sanctioned by both U.S. and Canada.
Okay.
That was started by Bob McEwen and Sir Walter Riley out of Parliament back in, let me see, I think it was 83 or 84.
Okay. Going to be a huge deal. And then more events into Sunday, too. We've got a car show coming back. That's happening at Fort La Presentation. We've got the a craft and farmers outdoor market going on Sunday, too. Duck race happens over at the city pool. And then we're done. And then it wraps up.
Then it wraps up.
Yeah. So as far as information on what's happening, when, where, updates on weather and all that, where will we find all that at?
Well, I'd listen to this radio station first of all.
Yeah.
And then also, like I said, we have a Facebook page, but if you want to get the real applications and dates and times and all that, get on to Ogdensburg International Seaway Festival.org, and that website will show you everything that there is.
All right. Thanks for coming in, Chris.
No problem. Thank you.